Hundreds of demonstrators joined labor unions to march the streets of Clayton in protest of what they're calling President Trump's authoritarian power grab. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is live downtown with more on the Republican push to redraw congressional map lines in the middle of the decade. Mark?
Mike, the White House noted the Labor Day holiday in an email blast saying, quote, President Trump is delivering for American workers. But union laborers at that protest today argued back and said, wait, if that's true, then why are Republicans drawing up these new maps to divide Democratic districts in half and give Republicans an advantage going into the midterms?
This Labor Day,
can never be defeated.
They want to divide us.
Democrats marched with labor unions and spoke out against a partisan power play.
We are here to say no.
They're responding to Governor Mike Kehoe's call to bring the House and Senate back to Jefferson City for a special session to crack up the 5th congressional district, a stronghold for Democrats in 2024 that voted against President Trump by 23 points. Critics of the new GOP map say it's not even legal.
What's illegal about it?
It's never been done that way before. It's always done when there's a census count every 2 years because you got to have the appropriate numbers in the census count.
In the proposed map, other red-leaning districts could get a bit more cushion going into the midterms.
Since they moved them around a little bit, they're trying to make those seats as safe as possible.
Senator Doug Beck railed against the so-called Big Beautiful Bill. A White House statement called President Trump's tax and spending plan the most pro-American worker legislation in modern history. While the Trump press office touts a 1.3% bump in blue-collar wages, their official figures also show that still lags behind continued inflation, with prices climbing 1.9% higher than this time last year.
When somebody goes to the grocery store and their bag's this much smaller and they're spending all this money, they're going to realize that. It's not going to matter about the statistics.
Protesters described those financial pressures in personal ways, railing against Republicans who voted to roll back the paid sick leave benefits voters approved last November.
By robbing us from Medicaid and unpaid sick time, they're taking away all our resources.
This holiday gathering took on a heated tone.
This ain't a party, this is a fight for our lives.
As an estimated 1,000 voices called on politicians to listen.
The power of the people will always be greater than the people in power.
Governor Mike Kehoe has defended the Republican push to redraw these maps, arguing that the red state of Missouri wants to have a Republican-controlled House. Some critics warn even those blueprints could potentially backfire. If you spread enough Democratic voters out into those other new districts, a blue wave election with high turnout could potentially flip that 7-1 GOP map into 5-3, maybe even 4-4, an even split. Live in St. Louis, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.